Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to Final Trade. We're going to take our June look at Flesh and Blood sales data off of TCG Player. So, as always, first up, welcome to Wraith, Arcane Rising, and Crucible of War Unlimited. I have it plotted up there with the horizontal axis stretching for 2 months. You'll see May and June across here. And just as a reminder, May 17th, we had a bonus buck sale. We did not have one in June. We don't always get one every month. So what you're going to see on every one of these plots of cumulative box sales and cumulative spend is large jumps upwards on May 17th. So you can see pretty steady over the course of the 2 month period, a little bit over 100 Welcome to Wraith Unlimited boxes sold, and around 60 each of Arcane Rising and Crucible of War Unlimited. If we go to the month over month table, of course, this will have the May box sales, the June box sales, and the month over month percentage difference in sales, and then May price, June price, and the month over month price percentage difference. That's for the average sale during each month. And then I multiply all those out to get the month over month revenues. And so, as we can see, what we would always expect is that the month after a bonus buck sale, you see large declines in box sales because bonus bucks will pull sales to the left in time, and then you will have fewer in the future. So, month over month, Welcome to Wraith Unlimited box sales were down 72%. Arcane Rising was down 30%, and Crucible of War was down 21%. What's always more interesting to me is the month over month price differences, what's going on with these boxes, and basically they're flat. I consider anything about, I'd say, plus or minus 6% to be basically flat. It's within the noise, especially for some of these products that just have very low sell-through rates because of their age. So moving on, we're going to look at Monarch First Edition, Tales First Edition, and Everfest First Edition. And again, you can see that we had a jump here, at least for the yellow line of Everfest. Interestingly, the blue line of Monarch and the red line of Tales didn't see much action on the bonus buck sale, but this giant red line taking an upwards leap for Tales of Aria here in June. I went back and I checked the actual raw data on TCG Player's website, and yes, over the course of about 2 days, the boxes sold something like 200 boxes over that time period in just a couple days. Somebody went in there and bought a heck of a lot of boxes. You can see 259 for the entire month of June. So Monarch First Edition and Everfest First Edition, you can see what we would expect. A decline of 37% and 41% respectively, coming off of the bonus buck sales in May into June without the sale. Now, this anomaly of whoever came in here and bought nearly 200 boxes on 1 to 2 days and made this jump up 825% month over month. That's kind of thing you really shouldn't expect to see very often going forward. And prices not necessarily flat, but not taking giant movements. Interesting that the market is so soft for this product that you can make such an anomalously large removal of inventory from the marketplace, and the marketplace only moves 13% on average. Now, the market will have adjusted, and we can see that here afterwards. The 7-day moving average price did jump up by about $15, but essentially somebody said, hey, these boxes are way too cheap, and decided to buy a lot of them. We'll take our obligatory stop past History Pack Volume 1, and we see over the 2-month period, it only sold 35 boxes, so about 1 box every other day, 18 each month. Yeah, this is really kind of a weird product for our market, but it is what it is. Into FAB 2.0, Uprising Dynasty and Outsiders. Again, each one of them seeing a pretty good jump on the bonus buck sale back in May, and then moderate sales through June, and you can see those kind of pseudo collapses in sales in June coming off of the bonus bucks and the prices rising. That's interesting to see the prices rising even as the sales come way down. It shows that potentially the supply is tightening up just a tad, but only to that 7 or 8% month over month increase in price. And the last complete set of 3 Dusk Till Dawn, Bright Lights, and Heavy Hitters, we can see that We got the boosts in May and then just steady sales in June. Like everything else, no crazy buyout attempts like Tales of Aria First Edition. And again, declines in sales here, and prices pretty much flat, 6% up for Dusk Till Dawn, 4% down for Bright Lights, and 2% down for Heavy Hitters. Now, Part the Mistvale released on May 31st, so these June data got a full month's look at post-release sales. And so for that, the month-over-month table, we can see the sales were mostly concentrated at pre-release in May, 662 boxes, and post-release June was 474, so a decline of 28%. But again, if you could pre-order 2 weeks prior to release on a bonus buck sale, that's what you should have done. Month-over-month price decrease of 4%. Again, Flesh and Blood attempts to enforce map pricing, and so this is kind of what we expect for the newest set. And we can go ahead and take a look at Part the Mistvale versus the previous 3 releases. I'm going to replot these, and now what we've done is we've taken the data set for all 4 of these expansions and we've moved it so that the release days are lined up on the horizontal plot. So this is number of days since release for each product, so their lifetimes are put onto the same horizontal axis, and you see the blue line of Part the Mistvale up here beaten only by Dusk Till Dawn. So it comes above the red line of Heavy Hitters and of course the yellow line of Bright Lights. So pretty good. We like to see that. And of course we'll like to see better sales in the future and improvement going forward. So I've done these videos of Flesh and Blood box sales data off of TCG Player for 29, 30 months now, something like that, and I'll continue doing them into the future. Go ahead and subscribe to not miss out on that. Thanks to everyone who makes this content possible, especially my very generous supporters on Patreon. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and join me on Final Trade.